Okay, hi everyone. In this section, we are going to just talk a little bit about ecological pyramids. Alright, so the pyramids are just a way to represent relationships in a food chain. Okay, so in any pyramid, alright, so there's always a base. Alright, so the base is always the producer. So the producers are always at the bottom of the pyramid. Alright, so and then subsequently, the next trophic level, the primary consumer, okay, the secondary consumer, and then the tertiary consumer, okay, will always be at the top. All right, so this is one thing that we need to know in the pyramids. Okay, so there are two types of pyramids that we want to talk about: pyramid of numbers and pyramid of biomass. Okay, so in some assessment books, you will also see pyramids of energy, but the pyramid of energy will not be covered in the syllabus. Okay, so pyramid of number, basically you just want to show how many organisms there are in the ecosystem. Alright, so the pyramid can be inverted, can be upright. So let's take a look at the example below. Alright, so for example, grass. Okay, so the first food chain, we have our grass, our producer. So I'm going to just put here grass. Alright, so the grass is actually, there's a lot of grass to feed a smaller number of rabbits, and a smaller number of rabbits will feed even less number of snakes, and subsequently the hogs, alright, will be the smallest number. Okay, so the tertiary consumers will always be at the top. Okay, in another food chain, okay, let's take a look at the second food chain. Okay, we talk about a tree feeding some bugs, the aphids. Okay, so one tree can feed many aphids. So the producer is always at the bottom. The tree is still at the bottom. All right, the one tree can feed a lot of aphids, and that's why the primary consumer there's a even larger number. All right, and then the ladybirds and then the small birds. So the smaller birds will have a smaller number than the ladybirds. Okay, in the third example, a lot of grass feeding a zebra. Okay, so my zebra is the yellow color one, the smallest number of population. So one zebra can have a lot of flies on it. So that's why the fly, okay, there's a bigger population than the zebra. Okay, so that's a pyramid of numbers. Pyramid of numbers always talk about the number of organisms. Okay, next one, pyramid of biomass. Pyramid of biomass, we want to talk about the dry mass of all the whole population of organisms together. Okay, and maybe you don't understand this, but the most important thing is pyramid of biomass is always upright. So no matter what type of food chain there is, all right, unless in very rare exceptions. So for example, grass will always have a larger biomass than the hogs. Okay, then the rabbits, the snakes, and then the hogs will have the smallest biomass. Okay, so even in the second example, the tree, alright, even though it's just one tree, the biomass is more than the aphids. Okay, and then the last example, alright, so no matter the population, my pyramid of biomass is always upright for any food chain. Alright, so that marks the end of this section. So the next section we'll talk a bit about the carbon cycle.